Since TikTok is getting deleted, I'm gonna talk about all the random jobs I had. One of the most random places I worked was actually at a Capital One cafe. It's basically a coffee shop inside of a bank. I'm not gonna say like which one it was because honestly I don't want to give them any clout. I actually really liked the job itself of like being a barista. I was really good at it as well. To understand why there was drama, you kind of have to understand how the place worked. There were the coffee shop employees, the coffee shop manager, and then also the bank employees and the bank manager. I will say though, I was really good at being friends with everybody. At the coffee shop, we would close early. Everyone knows when you work food service, you start doing the closing procedures like half an hour or an hour before you actually close. And one day we cleaned out the tea containers like half an hour before we close. Dump out the tea and save like a little bit in case somebody actually wants one. But like, who really wants an iced tea at like 7 p.m? Very few people. Most of the time we just ended up throwing it out. On this occasion, I guess somebody did, and I don't know if they complained to the bank people or what, but the bank people came right up to us. You can't be denying people coffee, like we're still open. And we were like, whoa. They were so pissed, and they called our manager and called corporate. Like, they went all out. So they called our managers and they were like, okay, from now on nobody can do any of the closing procedures until we lock the doors. That means if it normally took 20 to 30 minutes to close the shop, it's now gonna take like 45 minutes to an hour. If you guys have ever seen the Reddit thread like r/malicious compliance, it's basically what my manager did. She was like, okay, you don't want us to do anything before actual closing hours, period. And if it takes us 2 hours extra that you have to pay us, then that's what it's gonna be. The thing about it was that because this was technically inside a bank, bank employees also had to stay. And they were pissed because one person couldn't get a tea at like 7:30 p.m. Now this is your life. Needless to say, it did not last long. There was one day where our register was short, so we had to stay back like an hour recounting everything and going through all the tickets, like an extra 2 hours past closing time. And the bank people were so pissed. They had a meeting with the bank manager, cafe manager, and the supervisors, like the shift leads of the cafe. They basically all agreed to let us start doing our closing procedures as we previously were. Shocker. But I think that's really what kicked off all the tension, like the cafe people versus the bank people. I was honestly really friendly with everyone. For some reason, the bank people almost got along with me better than the cafe people. I think it's because they had like a weird clickiness going on, and I was like the only new one there that wasn't part of their like original squad. So it was pretty clicky. There was a lot of other stuff that happened too. This video is long enough.